and welcome to our show, Good Vibes and Good Energy. We have our guest here with Cozy Clothing. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? This is Marquel Bridgers, CEO of Cozy Clothing Company. Hey man, it's good vibes, good energy we had.
How you feeling today?
I feel good, I'm cozy. I feel good.
Okay, so what inspired you to start your own clothing brand?
It was a lot of different inspirations. One of the main things was my son. We was living in Baltimore and just needed some new income, I say for real, just to help out, make sure he was healthy, make sure he was good. I was at school, but I ain't really like school no more, so I was like, what can I do to, make this money or make a path for myself, and clothes
So
was it.
when you were in school, what was your major at the time?
I was a physical education major with a concentration in recreation and parks. I started doing research on what I wanted to do, and I realized that I didn't need a degree to do what I wanted to do, so I
That's
lost
okay.
interest in school.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So what would you describe your brand style as?
Uh, I would describe my brand as just a comfortable brand. It's a streetwear brand for sure, but I'm headed in the direction of luxury at this point. I want to emphasize luxury in my brand and separate it. Have the regular streetwear for people that just like the little everyday things, and
Right.
then I like wearing stuff maybe once or two times. So
That's my
I'm
problem too. I'm
going,
the same way.
so I'm starting to make a few things that might just throw it on one time and it just be that.
Okay, I like that. Okay, so what sets your brand apart from the others in the market? What
I
makes it so unique?
I like to emphasize on my quality, and I it's no diss or no downplaying anybody's brand, but I just feel like my brand has a different level of quality that I have to possess because it is cozy. My brand name is Cozy, so it has to be cozy. So I really emphasize that to my manufacturer, and I just like making cozy clothes.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. I respect it too because I had some experiences where some clothing brands you can tell that the quality is not it and the price is not matching. So
Right.
I
That's
respect
why I
that.
do want to separate it too. Like I said, I got a luxury line going, so it's just like the better the quality, the more the price point is going to be just naturally because this stuff not going to fall off. You're not gonna have no problems with that. You can wash it, dry it, all with however many times you want to.
Okay, so where do you source your materials from?
As of right now, my manufacturer is in Pakistan. Before that, I had a manufacturer in Texas. They was doing a good job, but for quality purposes, again, I just figured out go overseas and start experimenting with those manufacturers.
Okay. Let me see. How do you ensure the quality of your products? Do you test them beforehand?
Yeah, so I get samples like no matter what I drop next, I always get a sample first. Like this jacket right here, it's a corduroy jacket. I actually got like three of those samples.
Could we see it?
Yeah, for sure. So this the back of it right here, but this the front, and the inside is pink.
Hey,
It
I
got a
like them.
quilted inside. So like the first sample,
Thanks.
I ain't even make it pink. I just wanted to see, the inside pocket got the gray corduroy in there too. But like it just was a lot of details that gotta get finalized as you take the steps to realize like, okay, this is how I want to produce the jacket. This little bottom strap, right, the bottom button wasn't there for the first sample. But it's just like a lot of different steps that you got to go through when you want to ensure quality for your customers. um
So you would say it's a lot of trial and error.
Definitely a lot of trial and error. Definitely. Let
Okay.
me put that back for y'all.
I remember when Cozy started
Yeah.
with the spray
I
can.
was just talking to somebody about that.
I still got mine too. You got a sign.
That's what I'm saying. I started low. Like my first t-shirts I dropped was $20, and the quality was still there. Like they were still good quality t-shirts. I started on making the custom hoodies he was talking about, the graffiti hoodies. I started those at $20. And that just was, I was telling my little brother, I'm like, I was doing that for quick flips. Like I just needed the money for real. Like so,
Right.
as the quality and as I got more customers, the price naturally is supposed to go up. So
And that's how you're supposed to think too.
yeah, like now we
So
here.
how long
So
have you been in business for?
Unofficially since 2019 or August. Officially since 2020, 2021, 2021. Yeah.
Okay, so who is your target audience for your business?
My target audience is everybody. Everybody that like to be cozy. Everybody that like comfortable clothes. I've had old customers, young customers. My most I would say my most like appealed, or like my most the customers that do
Support you.
support me the most are the 18 to like 30-year-olds. Not even 18, like 13 for real. Like the high schoolers really love my brand. They like the custom hoodies a lot. Like it just
Yeah.
because people like to if you got something 101,
They like to be different.
yeah, like nobody got the same hoodie as me, so they could talk however they want to talk. Like, yeah, you don't got this hoodie, nobody got it.
All right. And how did you come up with your designs?
The design process is always different for like different merch. I just so happen to pick these shorts up. I'm gonna go into these shorts.
Yes.
But like at first the bears, I just was thinking of like what's the coziest thing, like what can I portray cozy as? And I'm like teddy bears is the number one. Like,
facts.
if you think of something cozy, like teddy bears is gonna be it. So I'm like, all right. So my first idea was having a teddy bear cradle another teddy bear, but I'm like that's gonna get played out too soon. It might be like, oh, this is for a certain like mothers or something. So I'm like, all right, I gotta make it streetwear. So the bear kind of like dragging a little bear is just like universal. I could put that on anything and people would still look at it, oh, that's cozy, but it's hard, like it's different.
It's
like
different.
So but like with these shorts, when we talking about the design process, this is Frying at the Festival of Poseidon is what the name of this artwork is right here.
Okay.
And I took it because Frying was a model in the like 1800s, and she was a nude model, but she got portrayed as like a bad person or whatever, just because she liked to be in the nude. But I look at it like she like being cozy, like and her nude state was
her comfortable
yeah, that's what she was comfortable doing. So I put those on the shorts because it's important to be comfortable in your own skin. If you're not comfortable in your own skin, there's no way you could be cozy, and
you can't be yourself.
yeah, you can't be yourself. It's inevitable to be yourself. So if that's how you like to operate, that's just what my brand is about. Like you got to step outside the house and feel like yourself. Like step outside. Oh yeah, I'm comfortable. I don't got to put on no facade. I'm cozy. So that's just what it's all about.
So do you have a particular influence or celebrities that you want to wear your brand, that you would love to see?
I want to see everybody cozy.
But give me your top 3.
Probably V's from Detroit, rapper from Detroit. He like how he dress. Definitely ASAP, either ASAP Rocky, somebody in ASAP. They all know how to dress. And maybe like Tiana Taylor or something like that. She definitely know how to dress. I can see her in this jacket right here.
Facts.
Like,
that's something
she'll definitely get that off. But like a few celebrities have my brand. I got in touch with Gillie Da Kid. I just was at an event with Bobby Shmurda. He got a pair of these shorts and something else.
It's all about marketing too.
Yeah, definitely marketing. Yeah,
so some people just stay stagnant and don't take the effort to go out and reach out.
Yeah, like you gotta go different places, see different things. It may be even events that you wouldn't even think that you might run into somebody. Like I was out in New York with the big homie, and we happened to run into Branson, so he got my brand. Yeah, like it may not even be somebody that is like a fashion icon,
right?
But as long as they can feel the vibe of you a hustler, you actually out here trying to do something for yourself, they might pass it on to the next person and say, check this young kid out, he's from New Jersey. He came out here, he gave me a t-shirt off the strength, or he gave me this off the strength, just trying to take the next step in his brand, his life. So it's all about promoting yourself and making sure what you promoting is easy to promote. Like I live a cozy lifestyle. Like I'm truly a cozy person, so it's not hard for me to really it's not hard for me to promote my business because
Right.
it's just what it is.
It's authentic. So let me see. How do you target your brand? Like, how do you market your brand for your target audience?
I like to do so now like the TikTok game is big, reels on Instagram. So I like to think outside of the box, use different artists that people don't usually use for their videos, or like
Right.
just outside of the box things that will catch, because the attention span of people now is way shorter
It's
than.
15 seconds.
Yeah, I don't even think it's 15 anymore. I really think it's like 5. So like
Yeah.
that first 5 seconds gotta grab somebody's attention. So
Facts.
I like to emphasize when I do make a video, make sure that first 5 seconds, like, all right, now I gotta go watch the rest of this 30-second, 45-second video. So I just like to do different things. I'll say I'll just leave it at that. I just like to do different things to grab the attention.
Okay. And how do you stay up to date with the fashion trends that go on?
I follow like the people like V's, ASAP Mob, Tayana Taylor, just the fashionable people because they always first on what's next.
Right.
I often watch fashion weeks, Paris Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, because they always got the next season of what's going to be popping. I always look at like colors of the year, previous colors of the year that may come back. It's a lot of different things in fashion that you could look at, and I really enjoy fashion. Like a lot of people get into the fashion industry and just put some things on a t-shirt or might just put something out just because, but I like to take my time with it, and I like the process of it.
Okay. So when you said take your time, now do you plan out your marketing? Like, oh, I'm going to drop this in this amount of time, or I'm going to wait for this.
Yeah, I like to plan it out because proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Dang, that's a
that
fact.
that came from one of my favorite rappers, G Herbo. I don't know who said it before him, but that's who I heard said it first. I don't know who said it before him, but that's who I heard say it first. So it's just like I dropped the shorts in March, just because if you drop shorts in July, it's kind of too late. Like
Right.
people already got their outfits for the summer, so I like to drop my shorts before the season actually comes. And I learned that like watching fashion weeks and listening to different designers talk about when they drop things, because you can't drop stuff in season. Like I dropped
No,
sweatpants.
that's actually smart because if you notice, if you go to like Target, Walmart, they'll start selling summer stuff while it's not even that time
Exactly.
yet.
Or even like Christmas, like they put Christmas stuff in the store in October, right? As soon as
Facts.
after Halloween done, Christmas in stores. So it's all about preparing yourself for the season to come. You already got to have the stuff for that season and already promoting it for the next season.
Are there any specific cultures or movements that inspired your brand?
Uh, yeah, like I said, ASAP Mob. They already had a cozy like a cozy movement going on. They was the first people that I heard even say the term cozy.
Right.
They got cozy tapes that they do. They was a big inspiration. And that's pretty much it. But like, so my cousin though, like a person that I got a lot of inspiration from was my cousin Dion, rest his soul. But he instilled in me a cozy lifestyle. Like he wore sweatpants everywhere he went. No matter what the event was, he wearing sweatpants.
Right,
Baby
he's gonna be
showers,
comfortable.
he gonna be comfortable. And I'm like, yo, like you're not gonna get dressed. Like what's up with you? He's like, I'm good. I feel good about myself. It's about how I'm carrying myself at the end of the day. So as long as you cozy, that was something that helped me build my business up. Yeah,
And it changed your perspective on things too.
exactly. It definitely changed my perspective on a lot of stuff.
So what has been one of your biggest challenges so far with growing your brand?
Definitely reach. In terms of like celebrities and those bigger icons, I would say, or bigger influences. That has been a struggle. It took me a long time to find a solid manufacturer as well. But now that I
Right.
got one, I'm very happy about that.
Now, most people don't talk about this, but like when it comes to financial support, do you feel like you had that at first, or is it still coming along?
Nah, I starting my brand. I didn't have no financial support. It was literally like I said. I started out selling T-shirts for $20, hoodies for $20. Like I just was quick flipping stuff, whatever I could flip. I was working as a valet driver before I started my business. I did that, and then like I said, I was really just getting tired of everything. Tired of school, tired of working for people, tired of just taking orders. Like I'm like, nah, I just got to start this up. So I had about $500-$600 to my name, and then I just put everything into the business. I took pre-orders for my first shirts. That helped me.
Now, are
Um,
you a full time entrepreneur now, or do you have like a?
yeah, I'm a full time entrepreneur. I've been a full time entrepreneur for since 2020. My last job, was actually I did landscaping for a few months in 2020, but oh no not land. Yeah, I mean I did landscaping. This was pandemic.
Okay.
Pre-pandemic, I did landscaping. I was a teacher at a school before the pandemic. The school shut down once
Yep.
COVID struck. But and then I just after that I just became a full-time entrepreneur.
Now, a lot of people think being an entrepreneur is easy, but what would you rate it 1 through 10?
20. A 20.
That's a fact.
I don't look at it as hard. Like it's not a challenge if you're doing what you love.
Right.
Because as long as you're doing something that you love, it's not a job. It's something that it's your passion. I wake up and be happy every morning that
Right. It takes no effort.
this is what I'm doing. I'm selling clothes. I gotta find a way to make my $200-$300 for the day. So it's not like I'm dreading going to work. I'm yawning. I'm stressed. It's just I get a sense of fulfillment when I do what I do, and it's not a feeling that I feel like it's a feeling that everybody should have. Like entrepreneurship it is what you make it.
Right.
It can be hard if you don't put the work in, or it can be easy if you put the work in and actually believe in yourself and go for what you're striving for.
Now, do you feel like the support came from people around you, or was it from others around?
In the beginning, it was the people that was like around me, and like my hometown. My first shirts was they went like crazy when it was the Stay Hungry basketball tournament in Atlantic City. I went out there. I had my shirts in my book bag. By the end of the night, I seen 20 people in my shirt.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I'm
I
like,
know
oh,
that made you
this
feel
is
good.
alright. Like this I could do this for real. So it was like locals mostly in the beginning, but as of recently in like the past year or two, it's been mostly out of towners. I mean, the locals of course still support, but the most support comes from people I have no idea who they are. I never met them before, and it's gonna be like that. Like I tell a lot of people that like the people closest to you not going to support you until they see other people supporting you,
That's a fact.
and they feel like, okay, now I gotta support them, or now I gotta do X, Y, and
Yeah.
Z.
And I
So
experienced that myself too. It's a fact.
yeah, I mean it's just natural, and I don't know why it's natural like that. I don't know why people feel that way. But I guess that's just the way things move
Well,
nowadays.
some people just don't want I put it as like a leash. They don't want to see you go too far. They want to still have control over you in a way.
Right.
So people who don't know you from a can of paint will support you more than the people who've known you for years.
Yeah, that's just a fact of it, and I actually I like that better. I like that better than the person that I knew
Yeah,
for
because
10
you know
years.
it's genuine.
Exactly.
You just don't know
It's
if they're
like
just doing it just to say they know you.
exactly. Like I had a pop-up shop at Morgan State. Like I said, I was going to Morgan State, but I haven't been there in about 2 years and did a pop-up shop. So when I went back, I ain't know nobody on campus.
Right.
I don't know who these people are, these students are, even administrators coming over to my table. No, I don't know none of them. They don't even know that I went to Morgan State.
Right.
So everybody coming, oh, this fire. Oh, let me get this, let me get that. I made a killing out there. Just
That's what's up.
and these all new customers, so it just felt it was like a full circle moment at that
I was
point.
just about to say that. That's different.
definitely
'Cause
was
it's
like a full
you go
circle
back to
moment.
something that's familiar to you, but when you go there, it's a whole different
Exactly.
experience. Makes sense. Okay, let me see. Next question. What advice would you give someone who is trying to start out in the fashion industry?
Uh, first piece of advice would definitely be make sure it's something that is you passionate about. Um, because it's a long game with clothes. It's not something that is just gonna click right away. You might not get your consistent customers for 6 months to a year. So it's something that you got to be passionate about. Like even when people play sports, it's like comparing it to sports. You're not going to go D1 if you just practice for 6 months.
Right.
It take years and years of practice. So you just got to put the work in. Make sure you loving what you're doing. Make sure you putting work behind what you're doing. And just don't give up. It's gonna get rough. That's really advice for anything though. Like
Honestly, because nothing in life comes easy. And if it's easy, it's not meant for you. That's how I see it. So,
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a fact.
Yeah, if it's easy, it's not meant. Because you gotta work. You gotta work for what you want.
Yeah, if it's too easy, it's like, nah.
You definitely gotta work for
like
what
how
you
they say
want.
it's too good to be true.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is good to be true, but some things it's just like, nah, there's a catch to
yeah, this a little fishy. Oh no.
So how do you handle negative feedback and reviews?
1 second.
No, take your time.
I embrace negativity. Of course, nobody likes negativity, but when it comes, I take it with a grain of salt. Because if it was all positive, that means you're doing something right, of course. But if it's negative too, that means you're definitely doing something right.
Right.
So I mean, I like constructive criticism as well. When people say, "Oh, I wish this was this color," or I like it all. I like everything because it just makes me make certain adjustments. Like, okay, 5 people done said they wish they had this color, or 5 people said X, Y, Z.
And honestly, your customers will love it more because it's showing that you're listening to them. They're being heard.
Exactly. And it's not even always the customers. I have people writing me that never bought nothing, probably won't ever buy nothing. They saying, oh, just not even crazy stuff, just things to
probably shift your mindset, but also
Yeah,
with that,
like-
it's like a lot. I hate when people do this. They have so much to say, but if they were in your shoes, it would probably
Wouldn't
be,
even know what to do.
They wouldn't know what to do
at all.
And when someone like that, like how you said, they never even bought anything, but they have something to say, it just shows that you're doing something right.
Absolutely.
And sometimes negative comments and perspectives can be shifted. Some people take it and just be like, oh, I'm not listening to them. But if you just listen for a second, you may be able to adjust to whatever it is. And then when you do it, it'll show that you're listening.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I embrace. I embrace the negative comments. I like the positive comments. Any comment, because it's just like you care enough to even say something.
Right.
You took the time out your day to, make a comment or when you didn't have to. So I take it all. I take it all with a grain of salt.
What has been the most successful marketing campaign you've done to date?
I call them the Serenity V2 sweats, and I did a campaign on a boardwalk in the boardwalk / the pier, and it just was like a montage of the video. I had 3 people wearing the sweatpants, just a white t-shirt, white Air Force Ones. But the way that I presented it and I made the video, this was the first video I actually made myself too. I was reaching out to people trying to get them to help me with editing videos, but I just got to a certain point. I was just like, nah, I'm fed up, asking people to and working on other people's time. So that was one of the first videos I edited myself, and I put the videos, chopped it up, made it to the beat, and it just was a good turnout.
And I know that probably made you feel good because I've experienced that too. I used to do photography, but moving on other people's time and people think they're doing you a favor, I started taking my own pictures and doing my own edits, and
Absolutely.
I was surprised how good I've done it. So I know that feeling of doing something yourself and showing that you could do it and don't need nobody else probably made you feel amazing.
Nah, it felt real good because it always feel better when you do something yourself. It's this famous saying, if you want something done right, do it yourself.
That's a fact.
And it came out exactly how I wanted it. So I looked at it as a learning experience, as a chance for me to express, my graphic
Right.
skills. Just put that on display. I didn't take credit for it or nothing.
Sometimes you might shock yourself.
Yeah, I definitely did. Like, it's one of my most liked videos on Instagram, most watched videos. So that was a good campaign that came out.
Now,
that
as far
happen to
as
be
social
successful.
media, do you use all platforms to promote, or do you just have a specific one that you use?
I use Instagram the most, just because I feel like Instagram right now is the most popular, other than TikTok. I've been trying to get my TikTok page right. It's with that it's weird though. Like clothing brands don't even blow up off they like promo videos. They get big off of oh, let me show you how to make a clothing brand and like trying to help other brands
Now,
make
there's
their
ways to it.
brand.
I can help you with that. It's
Yeah,
definitely
I
ways.
definitely need help.
Because all it
So
is using, honestly, a trending song that's using. But you can honestly do a video, Get Ready With Me, and you could just put on your
put
closing
on the
clothes.
brand,
And
right?
people be like, oh, where you get this from? I've done it myself. And people are like, oh, where did you get this? Where did you get that? So it's not as hard as you think it is. But honestly, if you think about it, TikTok is about to be the next big thing.
Yeah, hopefully they don't
Because
shut
like you
it
said,
down.
people's attention span is short.
Yeah.
They like videos. They're not about to read or nothing. But pictures do catch their attention as well. But
Good pictures. That's why
because
shout
think
out.
about it, Instagram, Reels, it's basically
Yeah.
TikToks.
Well, shout out, I got a new photographer. Happened to be my brother,
That's what's
22
up.
South. The quality of his pictures, that was something that boosted my for this right here. Those pictures are some of my favorite pictures because it's just like it's just so like the pictures came out so crispy, like so it just really enhanced the quality of the sweatsuit and people was really feeling it. So like a good picture would do on Instagram.
Facts.
Definitely a good video on TikTok.
And you can also put your pictures on there too. This is
On
like a
TikTok,
little,
yeah, the
you
little
just
stroll
yeah,
joint, the
and
scroll.
most people like that because it's a song playing, but they can just slide and see what's
Yeah.
next.
Yeah, like and then on Facebook, I promote lightly on Facebook. I actually just signed up for is it Yellow Pages? What's like the Yelp.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. I just signed up for Yelp, so my business will be on Yelp now. So that's something that I actually was
And that's
looking
good though
forward
too
to.
because we just talked about negative comments.
Yeah,
Yelp is known for that. So
yeah.
you'll
Leave
be
all
good
the
off of that.
reviews you
Yeah,
want. Go
exactly.
ahead.
That's good. So do you collaborate with other brands or designers?
I've done one collab so far. I'm open to collabing because it's putting two. Well, if there's more than one other CEO or
Right.
runner of the company, but it's putting like minds together and it's for a better purpose. You gain more followers from the other brand or
Right.
the other customers is gonna tap into your brand now. But I've done one collab with Fourth Quarter. We did that last year, I believe, or 2021. Nah, that was last year. So we did that last year and premiered at the Juneteenth event. Shout out Nefertiti as well while I'm here. That was a good turnout, June 19th, just bringing two black brands together.
Right.
That was called Cozy and the Fourth. And
Did you have fun with that?
I was about to say I enjoyed that collab because they Jamal Williams and Sco. I'm shooting a blank on Sco. Francisco Reyes. They so talented. They so skilled at what they do. So it was just a good experience, bumping heads with them and trying to figure out how we gonna market the collab and even coming up with the designs. It was just I enjoyed that whole experience.
Oh, that's good. I like that. So how do you come up with the names for your products?
I don't know. So for Serenity, for Serenity, a girl Jasmine, she helped me out with that name. She was one of my brand ambassadors back in 2020.
Okay.
And I'm just asking them like, what does the bear say to you, or like what's a word that can describe cozy? And she said serene at first, like being in a serene state of mind, or
Right.
and then she was like, nah, I do serenity because serenity it's the same root of course, but it's just a different ring to it.
Right.
So I call those bears right there the Serenity Bears. Cozy World. I mean that's just pretty much self-explanatory.
Right.
But now, like I said, these three products are the first three products of the luxury branch that I'm branching off with, which is just Cozy World Luxury, because like I said, I want to separate
The two.
the two. Yeah.
All right. So, what is a personal favorite of your product so far?
Definitely this sweatsuit right here because I really put time into the design and creating an actual like luxury product. Like so, I don't know if they could. Let me pick it up. Like people was looking forward to these full zips for I did a sample like I was talking about samples earlier. I did a sample where I got it made in at the end of 2020 and I posted a picture in it in like 2021. People was blowing me up for months and months. Yo, when you dropping a full zip? When you dropping a full zip? But I never dropped them. So I finally turned around and dropped these and
That's tough. I like that.
they got a woven 2 lines over here, and that was inspired by the brand Thom Brown. They got 4 lines on the left arm, and then they just come a patch on the bottom left side of their hoodies and stuff. But like that was inspired by that brand. And then that's a rubber patch right here. But it's just like I just like putting the little details into it because, like I said, people just putting stuff on T-shirts and there's no knock to that.
Right.
But I'm gonna take my time with it. I'm gonna definitely.
And that's how you know it's authentic.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is your brand's best-selling product?
The Serenity V2 sweats that I was talking about. They feature they say the cozy is going down the right leg, and then they got it's a dove on that leg in the background of the cozy is. On the side it says protect your energy, and it's inner INNERG, which is also it plays with the word in the actual word energy.
Yeah.
Because your energy is curated by your energy. Whatever. Everybody got an energy in them, so however you choose to portray that energy is your energy. You know what I'm saying? So
I like how you put that too.
yeah, like you gotta protect your energy, and I put protect your energy, stay cozy. That's on the right leg, and on the left leg, I got the small bear right here, just by himself, and then I also featured some angelic numbers, as people call them, spiritual numbers, 222, 444, 777, which all have their own separate meanings, but they were just numbers that I resonate with. But it also is a play on 24/7, which is you should stay cozy 24/7. And then at the bottom it got palm trees and a peace symbol. And this is all things that are of serene purpose. The dove, the palm trees, the peace symbol. It's the serenity. That's why they call it the serenity sweats.
I like that.
You're not gonna be nothing but cozy in them. And I'm about to drop those again. I'm doing a restock / different design. They're gonna be flared. They was already flared, but they're gonna have the colors at on the sides of the accent colors.
Okay.
And now, so yeah, it's a little different, little different twist to them this time.
How do you ensure that your brand stays relevant and current?
I ensure my brand stays relevant. I take breaks. Not as much as I used to, but like I like to gap out my drops so that it's like, okay, build anticipation for the customers. Oh, when is he dropping again? I can't wait for him to drop. What's taking them so long? People start even getting mad a little bit, like, yo, you taking too long.
Yeah.
So once I finally do drop, it's like, all right, now this stuff is going to just sell because people been waiting, and then the quality is always there. So people just like, all right, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted.
And that's actually smart too, because you don't want to put everything out there all at once, and then you're stuck with being
Exactly.
in a brain fart, as you could say.
And then you don't got no room for your next drop, or you put all your eggs in one basket. So it's just important to do different things. Like I said, like with the luxury, I feel like that's bringing a certain crowd. And then I'm going in the summertime. I'll go back to the basics. Drop little basic tees, $30, $40. But I feel like the luxury items are going to expand my business more.
Okay. So, what do you think is important? What is an important aspect of customer service when it comes to your business?
An important aspect is definitely just talking properly to your customers in a timely manner. I always say to myself, like I be wanting to change how I run my business sometimes because sometimes people take advantage of the access they can get to me.
Yes.
You know, like with social media being the way it is. Oh, if I DM him, he better answer me right like that.
Yeah.
But you can't DM Gucci, you can't DM Polo, you can't DM these other big brands and expect a reply right away, or even in a day or
And I'm
2
gonna
days,
stop you right
whatever.
there. I like how you have that mindset of knowing that, because some
Yeah,
people, you have to, when you're in business, you have to have the mindset of I am Gucci or I am
absolutely.
Polo, whatever the case may be,
Yeah,
because you need to make sure that people respect you on that level.
exactly. That's why, like, so when I do respond on Instagram, as my business page, I always say like we,
Hmm.
our, because I don't want the customer to feel too attached and get too comfortable with, okay, I'm talking to, they may know they talking to
Hmm.
me, but you never know who you're talking to. So
Right.
even when people say, like, people DM me, oh, just like yo, or like, can I get this? Can I get? I respond. I don't say anything to them, but I respond in the manner, good afternoon,
Hmm.
blase, blase, blah, just so they can know for next time. Okay, let me be a little bit more respectful. Let me be a little bit, like I'm actually talking to
Right, because at the end
a
of the day, they
company.
don't know who they're talking to. Yeah, it may be
Exactly.
you, but you might have somebody who's handling
That's
their
what I'm
customer
saying.
service. Yeah.
But like I always I like doing 5-star things, so if anybody would like to review my customer service, I'm pretty sure they would give me 5 stars, because I've always, if somebody say, yo, I got an event I gotta go to at 7 o'clock, they hit me in the morning. Yeah, all right, bet I'll make sure I get that to you by the time you gotta go somewhere. Or if it's a order placed, I'm shipping it out same day. Just little things, because people remember that.
They do.
People remember, that first interaction, and they take it like, okay, it took me 3 days to get my order this time, so I know if I order again, it's gonna be 3 days. You can't be inconsistent with your customers, and you just gotta talk with your customers and just make them feel, especially with my brand, because it's cozy. I just make them feel like it's a family. Like I always, when I post little stuff, oh, thank you to the cozy family that's being built. I
Hmm.
appreciate y'all. I love y'all, because it's just important for the customers to feel that, because it's like that the personal connection is
Hmm.
a two-sided coin.
It is.
It's like a good thing, like, yeah, we connected, we as family, we building a relationship
But
with
then
our
it creates that
customers.
entitlement.
It creates the entitlement. So it's a tricky thing, but I just roll with the punches at this point, because I'm young. So
Right. It's gonna take some time.
yeah, like, eventually I will have a team, and and then you probably can't DM Cozy and won't get a
Yeah.
response no more. You might have to
Hmm.
email us, so it all come with time.
Okay. Let me see. Do you have plans on opening up a physical store or showroom?
Yes, I definitely have plans on opening my own store. Um, I'm trying to actually figure out a location for the store right now. Um, I was just waiting to build up my business credit, which I've done in this past year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Um, but yeah, like, so even the store thing, I was in a store in Miami, Soul World Miami. Had my clothes in that store. I've had my clothes in Swaps AC since 2020. Swaps Houston, they opened up a store in Houston. I had my clothes in there since 2021. So just working with these different stores is giving me the opportunity to see how customers interact with my brand. Um, like we talked about, the strangers, interacting with my brand, they love my brand no matter where it may be at, which is a good feeling, because it's not. I don't know from personal experience, but
Hmm.
I assume that for a brand that's unknown, it may be hard for them to get new customers,
Yeah.
because brand identity is the thing as well.
Hmm.
People have to be able to identify your brand. Like, okay, if I never made this logo and I just put cozy on my shirts, or if I just put, oh, that's cool, but
Right.
like, what's the message behind it, or like, what can I resonate with this brand,
Hmm.
So seeing my clothes be able to sell in these different states has always just been a gratifying thing to me. So that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know where I may open a store at.
Hmm. I was just about to
Uh,
say, do you feel like it's going to be in your home area, like your hometown, or do you want to go abroad and go to different states?
I don't think the first store will be here. I wanna like, I miss living in the DMV.
Hmm.
I enjoy the DMV. Baltimore is where I spent my maturing years at. I enjoy Baltimore. I may go back to Baltimore. Philadelphia is big just because of the new renovations in Philly.
Right. And they're big on fashion too, like New York, Philly, LA, Atlanta.
Yeah, like places, just different places that are still close, but not too close to here. Maybe even Delaware because there's no taxes. So
That's
like
smart.
it's just a lot of different things to put into perspective when you're trying to look for a place for a storefront.
And people have to realize too, with a storefront, it's not limiting yourself either, because people can still ship and
Yeah.
support from all over.
Right. Like I looked at I look at the brand Humble. I don't know the full name of the brand, but it's the Humble, the HMBL with the Philly the Philly brand. I look at them for a lot of motivation and not ideas, but
Inspiration.
yeah, inspiration. That's the exact word I was looking for. Inspiration, because he started selling his stuff out of his trunk, and now he got like 2-3 storefronts, and he do pop-up shops, big pop-up shops everywhere he go. He's selling out, so it's just like it's only a matter of time, and it's only like you got to just make sure you make calculated movements, and I'm just trying to do that.
Pop-up shops have helped your brand expand?
Absolutely. I've done a pop-up shop in almost every major city at this point. I gotta get to like Atlanta. Los Angeles is big for me right now. I'm definitely trying to get to Los Angeles because you never know who you might run into in Los Angeles.
That's a fact.
In New York too. I've only done one pop-up shop in New York, but New York is definitely on the list as well, because just the same as LA, you never know who you're gonna run into in New
When
York.
I went out to LA, I even saw a few famous people, and I'm like, whoa, like it just catches you off guard. And just imagine you just have your shirt on you.
Exactly, like yeah, just take this. That's like Cali. I might even move to Cali. Like I like Cali vibe because it's just so laid back. It's so cozy. Like everybody cozy in Cali for real. Like it ain't no pressure on nobody. And then it's always people got restaurants out there. Like I personally ate at Nas restaurant, and that was a good experience because it's like everybody can't be in every lane. So for a rapper, he's a businessman, number one, but for a rapper to be able to have a good restaurant like that,
right.
Like his customer service was good with his employees, the food was really good. So I'm like, if I could just go back out there, go to his restaurant and just give one of his employees a shirt or something, they make sure Nas get this when he come back. They'll do it. Like that's something that they would do. So it's just a lot of different things you could do in the business. And
honestly, if you think about it, like people fail to realize with celebrities, all these brands like Gucci, Chanel, they get them those products for free to promote.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then their fan base goes ahead and buys them. So you just having one person just wearing that cozy, of course they're gonna be like, oh, because they got it, I want it.
Exactly. It make thousands. It make thousands of people make them want to have your brand because of the person's influence that they have. I was having a conversation with somebody. I can't remember, but they was like, does influence matter when you give somebody a product? I'm like, absolutely. And like, is it a social media influence? It's a real life influence because you got people in real life that got thousands. They may walk down the street and got thousands of people following them just because of who they are.
Right. And
it might not even be the biggest celebrity. It might just be a fashion icon, or like we saying TikTok is blowing up. TikTokers is treated like celebrities nowadays. Honestly. YouTubers treated like celebrities. So you never know who you're gonna come across, and you never know who may take your brand to that next level.
Right, and I also seen with your business you have started like, community service. Could you tap into that and let us know?
Yeah, I started my nonprofit Cozy Cares Incorporated. That's just something that I've always wanted to do. That was something that was instilled in me by my grandmother Joyce Ragland, rest her soul. And her sister, which is my great aunt, Jean Webster, who had Sister Jean's Kitchen in Atlantic City. They just always help the community, help the less fortunate, and it's just something that came from the heart. And I feel like I got a cozy heart, like everything is just cozy. So right. It's just in my heart to give back and make sure everybody is cozy, make sure everybody healthy, make sure everybody got food, even if it's for one day or they got clothes for the week. You know, even if it's like the last driver that I had, it's not something that I do all the time. But she was a lady came in towards the end of the event, and she didn't get the chance to get as many clothes or as much food as everybody else.
Right.
So her main objective at that point was, you know, she needed some bus fare to go to John Brooks in Mays Landing, which is now Atlantic Care.
Right.
So, you know, that's a risky thing, you know, giving money to those who
Right.
are indulging in other things, you know, and it's important not to judge people because
You never know what their
their
are.
circumstances are, and you never know where you might end up.
That's a fact.
When I started my brand, I didn't have pretty much anything. So I was just there not too long ago. So for me to turn around and say, "Oh no, I'm not giving you no money, XYZ," or "No, I can't do that," when I could, it's just it doesn't make sense for me.
And
So
honestly, you'll get your blessings that way too.
Exactly.
And you know, I'm in the medical field, so one, I want to tap into how you said not to judge, because people don't wake up and say, "Oh, I'm gonna get addicted to this."
exactly.
They're introduced to it. They unfortunately get a taste of it, and then they get attached. So you having that mindset of not judging people will also help you later on in the long run, and people will look at you differently as well.
Yeah, and it happens fast. Like people get addicted to drugs in a second because they may use it one day by not even by accident, but like, oh, they got a friend, yo, try this out right quick.
Right.
Let's get high right quick, whatever. Now they chasing that same high. They want that same experience. They want that same feeling back, and that's not their fault. And it's hard to break a habit. They say it takes 21 days to break a habit.
Yep.
So in that 21 days, people not mentally strong enough to say, all right, I gotta stop.
Yeah.
Even with cigarettes, cigarettes
You
is
can
a
go
bad
straight
thing.
for 3 days and be like, okay, now
Yeah, I
can't
need
do
it.
Yeah.
People relapse all the time, and to each his own. You know, like there's things people deal with when they can't stop taking drugs, which is another thing why I say don't judge, because I suffer from anxiety. People have anxiety, and they may say,
I'm one of
I
those
need
too.
this. I need this for my anxiety. I need this for my PTSD. Like even like it's a lot of different ways people can get addicted to drugs, or even end up in a bad predicament. It's not even always about drugs. People's house might have got on fire.
Yeah.
They didn't have renters insurance, so now they don't have nowhere to go. They family done passed away years and years back. They was the last of their family. Now they on the street because they don't have nowhere to go. So it's always different predicaments that people go through, and which could incapacitate them and not make them able to take care of themselves. They could be in a fire, like I said, lose an arm or
Right.
anything. It literally, they could have a good life. They could be in the military before, you know,
Veterans.
your arm get chopped off. Like it's a lot of different things that could happen to you. So it's always important to stay faithful to what you stay faithful to who you stay faithful to, and just love on people.
And people fail to realize too, you get what you put into the world, you're gonna receive back. So you having that mindset
Tenfold.
of giving, you'll get that tenfold back. And I'm happy that you have that mindset, especially in the business industry.
Yeah, it's important. Like me giving away. I go to like the last job that I had about 15 Little Caesars pizzas, and I just took donations for clothes and stuff, like canned goods too, shoes, kids' toys,
Right.
kids' clothes, whatever I could just put together, because that'll make somebody's whole year. I got 3 slices of pizza and a juice today over at I had it in the Soldiers Home facility. So they like, yo, yeah, I just got some free food for the day, got some waters to take with me, and I got some clothes for my kids.
Right. You made that.
What
you
more?
probably made their year,
That's what I'm saying.
honestly.
Like people without that are gonna look at that. This is everything for me. This just made my life. This just gave me that extra push that I needed, so that I can go get a job, or give me the nourishment for my body, so I can be good for the day, and pick my head up, have my head up high for the day. Like
And
it don't
honestly,
take
having
much.
that mindset shows how humble you are too.
Definitely.
So let me see. Next question: how do you manage your inventory?
It's been a little rough with the manufacturer now, because I get stuff for a different price point, so I could get more things. So I've been keeping it in my house, but I gotta get like a storage unit or something soon. But I mean, it's been cool for now. I also keep my things in like the back of swaps or something like that too,
Okay.
like the store. So it's been cool for now. It hasn't really been much of an issue. Which is a good thing too. That just means my stuff is selling. Like
Exactly.
I don't really have a problem with inventory.
That's good. Let me see. How do you price your products?
It just all depend on what I put into it. Like the amount of money I put into it, the amount of time I put into it, the promo that I put into it. Sometimes I don't feel like doing promo. Sometimes I'll just take a picture or something, make it a white background, and just drop it because either I don't like how the product may have came out, or at the time I wasn't inspired enough to do a video promo. Because when I do a video promo, I gotta be all the way inspired. Like, yo, I heard this song, it's just I gotta do it. Yo, I gotta see this through. So when I don't got that proper inspiration, it's just like I just put it out. It is what it is.
Regardless, it's going to sell too.
Yeah, like it's going to sell just because of the quality. Like the quality speaks for itself. So it's I don't even, what was the original question?
How do you price your product?
Oh, so the price points though, like it just all depend on what I get, what the price of it is to make it, and like the time I take into it.
Okay, let me see. Okay, what is the most important lesson you have learned while building your brand?
The most important lesson, definitely been not to expect, support from people. Definitely put the work into my brand. The biggest lesson, I would just say the biggest lesson is just the support aspect, because I've learned over time that the support is I'm going to get support from people that I don't know.
Right.
And it was hard to accept that at first, because I'm reaching out to people, not even asking them to buy it, just share this, like this, comment on this.
It don't take much to just share something.
It don't, but you'll be surprised at how people won't share it, or people won't. It's like they just disregard it. Like, damn, I thought we was cool. It was something that it's something to not take personal, because at the end of the day, people are entitled to what they're going to do.
I promise you one thing: they may not support now, but when you make it, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I remember. I don't forget that I didn't know." Yeah, it's different.
That'd be a lot of people's problem. Support is free. Support is love. Support is telling having some business cards in your pocket. Yo, this my homie clothing line. This my person's clothing line. Check it out when you get the chance. Or it just don't take much for you to spread that word, especially when you in other rooms with a person that may be able to project that other person's image, or like say now I know you host shows. If I go somewhere and I'm talking to somebody and they, oh yeah, I want to do an interview, I want to get my brand out there, I want to get my XYZ out there, I want to show people, oh yeah, I got a podcast that you can go talk to. Taleya Elaine, she gonna get you right. She could ask you the right questions, all of that. So you that's not gonna take it. It just took me 5 seconds to say that.
Facts.
People take things as like, oh, I gotta go out my way to support you. But once they see, like I said, if Bobby Shmurda put my shorts on right now,
come on now.
I don't even got to talk about it.
Facts.
Oh yeah, bro, I've been one of those shorts. But that's happened. Where it's like, oh yeah, I'll put on my website or put on Instagram. Yeah, everything sold out. Damn, I was just about to get that. I was just about to buy. No, you wasn't.
Yeah.
No, you wasn't, bro. It's cool though.
That's a fact. Because once I started my YouTube channel 3 years ago, like the support, and even now, I'm still surprised once I tap back into it. But none of my subscribers are from here. None of them. Like, probably got like 5 or 6. But everybody else was from all over. Like, I had people from Africa, Europe, and it just shows that sometimes, and it made me feel some type of way, because I'm like, all you have to do is just share my video.
Exactly. Take 1 second to press the subscribe button.
Just subscribe, like it. But then once I seen other people that didn't even know me support, I'm like, oh yeah, I can't have that mindset of thinking that people around me have to support me.
It's better when it's genuine anyway, though, because they not getting nothing from it. They not going to turn around and say, all right, now that I shared your video, now that I liked your video, you gotta do something for me, or you owe me something. It's just genuine. That's how they felt in that moment.
Okay, let me see. What's your brand's return policy?
I do no refunds. It depends on what the situation is, or what the defect is on the clothes. Like one of these, a lady came to me and said her son's zipper broke.
Okay.
So for that, she asked me for an exchange. I didn't have her exchange size, so I told her, listen, I gave her a free beanie, a free pair of socks, a free ski mask, and I gave her 20% off of her next purchase.
That's good though.
So I like to properly compensate the customer so that, I don't leave a bad taste in anybody's mouth. But yeah, I could just do like a discount for your next purchase. Like there's been people that.
But that's smart though, because that's making them want to come back.
Exactly, it makes you want. You have to come back now. Like you got to come back and spend some more money. Like I can't give you your money back. But yeah, we could talk about a discount or whatever the case may be.
And how do you handle your customers' complaints or issues?
I like to handle things professionally. Like I said. And then I like, if there's only really been one instance where it was a customer really heckling me about something. I can't even remember off the top of my head what it actually was, but they wanted a custom hoodie. Okay. And yeah, I forget how it played out, or what was the wrong in it. Yeah, like what the issue was. But I just talked to her professionally and let her know that you coming at me hostile, right? And that you can't if you messaged a brand, if you messaged a company, you won't get a response right away, or you won't get your satisfaction right away. So what I actually did, I played it like that. So I told her, so she wanted her money back for something. She wanted her money back for a hoodie. So I said, so as she was being hostile, I said, okay, you'll get your money back in 10 to 15 business days.
Humbled her real quick.
Humbled her.
That's the entitlement that I was
because
talking about.
you wanna talk a certain way. Okay, I know what level that I'm on, right. So I'm going to take it to that level and leave it there. You want your money back? Okay, it'll be processed in 10, just like any regular company. It'll be processed in 10 to 15 days. That's what you want? Okay. So then she said, okay, nah, I want the hoodie, this, that, and the third. Oh, yeah, I bet you do.
And, of course, she knows you got the money. You could have given it right to her. But...
yeah, definitely. But I don't appreciate hostile, because I don't come at nobody hostile. Right. I can't, and it's just something that I won't do, because...
You don't get anything out of that, honestly.
It's nothing coming out of that, and it's just no fixtures coming out of that. Like, it's just not cozy. It's not something that I can condone, because why? Yeah, like why you gotta be so hostile? Like people don't even wake up and smile. Like so that's it. Be a lot of people on the inside. Like people, I wake up and smile every morning, whether I had a bad dream, whether I had the day before was terrible. I wake up and smile, like.
And I want to tap into that, because I'm the same way. I actually have a certain playlist that I listen to every morning that gets me, because music is tapped into me. I sing, I dance. So me training my mind to the first hour of zoning everybody out and just focusing on myself gets me prepared to deal with anything that's going to happen my way. Like, unfortunately, in December, I got into a car accident. That morning, I was in my bag. I was ready. I had a 4-day weekend coming up. And I was actually in the middle of a concert, and this guy just rammed into the back of me. Now, I could have handled that situation and went uproar and just made a big deal, but he was just like, yo, you're so calm about this, and I'm so sorry. But I'm like, it is what it is. God's going to take care of me, but I cannot just let that situation affect the rest of my day. Exactly. Yeah, I had to go to the hospital and all that extra stuff, but it was just like, okay, I'm not going to let that change my attitude of how I treat people, because most people, when they get into an accident, they used to somebody coming at them, coming crazy, and he's just like, yo, you just chill. I'm like, no, it's okay, because insurance is going to handle this, and you'll begin to check, you'll begin to,
a lot of things is already written too. Like it was written for you to get into that car accident. Good or bad, things is already written. So it's all about how you handle them and how you go about them. What's going to change the directory to the trajectory of, that situation or what may come from that situation. If you would have got a hostile, you don't know what would have happened.
Exactly.
He might have got back in his car, pulled off, or it's a lot of different things that can happen. But a saying that I live by that my father instilled in me, haste makes waste. If you hasty, if if you mad, if you rushing to go somewhere, if you moving hastily, it's a waste of time. You're gonna waste. You're gonna do something. You're gonna miss something that you forgot something at home, or he might have been in a rush. The person that hit you,
and that's exactly what he said.
He haste makes waste. He just wasted instead of getting there in 10 minutes, taking your time. Now you gotta wait an hour and a half for the cops to come. You gotta go through XYZ. Now you done missed your whole appointment, whatever you was going to. So you gonna waste your time moving fast.
I like that saying too. That's good. Okay, so I have 2 more questions. So what do you see, what's your brand's short-term and long-term goals?
Short-term is definitely getting my brand in a couple different stores. I have a store in Philadelphia that wants my brand in there, in Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay.
So that's short term. It was just a few roadblocks that was in my way, but I just overcame those this past week, which was a great thing. God is the greatest. So that's short term, just getting my clothes in a few different stores until I do get my storefront, which is the long term goal.
And I know you have children, so you're trying to set this up for them to have generational wealth.
Yeah, definitely big on generational wealth. But like the clothes, even the clothing line is kind of short term. One of my biggest goals is having my own recreation center.
Oh, I like that.
So, or centers. So, and I want those to just be like a cozy center. It's a recreation center, but it's a cozy center. I want to have therapists in there, all different kind of things and I want it to be 24 hours. That's a big emphasis for me too, because there's nowhere for you to really go to play basketball at 11 o'clock at night or go talk to somebody at midnight when you going through your worst time. You can't
plan things that happen in your life.
Exactly. So. Things and a lot of things happen based off of grief. I realized that when I talk to people and they get mad, it's because of grief or because of the circumstance that they're in. They don't know how to handle it properly because of an outlet. A lot of people just need outlets. A lot of people just need like I said, if you go play. Me personally, when I go play basketball, I'm focused. I just have fun. I'm in that moment because everything else is irrelevant. I'm on the court. If I'm too focused on what's going on outside of here, I might twist my ankle. I might fall. Whatever the case may be. So that's what I'm saying. So like, it's just always important to have those outlets for yourself. And it's not there. Like, but yeah, that's what I was going to school for, and that's when I realized like I don't need a degree for this. I just connections, network, and the money. But that's a long-term goal, and I want to have my own warehouse, but a business warehouse, so where it's gonna be tattoo shops, and that's something that the big brother Miguel, we're gonna talk further on that. But it's something that's needed in this area, and that's something I do want to have in this area, because. And it's something that it's a lot. But I've been trying to connect with like business minded individuals for so long.
Right.
And
it's hard, honestly, because there's a lot of small minded people in
this area. They don't. A lot of people haven't been anywhere to even have the drive or inspiration to say, okay, I can make it because I've seen this. I've seen people come from nothing and turn it into a $1 million scheme. I don't witnessed it. Or like a lot of people don't even believe in themselves to a certain point, but they want other people to push them to that point where they believe in them more than they believe in themselves. And I just feel like that's a selfish mindset. That's a mindset that's not gonna get you anywhere, because you gotta believe in yourself and be a number one supporter no matter what. Even if like you was asking for the fashion somebody starting out advice.
Right.
You gotta believe in yourself. You might not sell nothing for the first 6 months. Yeah, you can't say, "Oh, I quit. I'm done," because that next product you might drop might be the one. You might get 1,000 sales. So it's just my short term goals and long term goals revolve around myself, of course, but I care about the people of the world. I care about the kids. I care about the older people. It's just all about being cozy. I just want everybody to be cozy.
One last thing. So, is there something that you want to say for people to know about you and your business in general?
I love being cozy. You feel me? Like, it ain't really much to it, you know.
That was the alley-oop. I knew cozy
it ain't really much to it. That's something that I really enjoy, you know. Like I said, I want to make the world cozy, and it starts with the clothes. That's what I started it with, but that's not where it's finishing at.
I like that mindset. So thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for
appreciate
having me.
And once again, thanks you guys for tuning into the Culture Network. And thank you, Cozy, again, for everything, for coming by and showing us your products. And we can't wait for the next drop.
Thank you for having me. You know, everybody tune into the Culture Network. You know, it's about to be big. About to take it there.
All right, guys, it's Good Vibes and Good Energy. It's your host, Taleya. I hope you guys have a great night.
Boom! You niggas is amazing, yo. Yo.
He keeps saying that cozy shit, getting that shit.
Yeah.